From the dramatics that New York Fashion Week had to offer to the subtlety that we saw at Milan Fashion Week, the fashion baton has finally been passed to Paris to close out the curtains for Fashion Week. Now, all this to say that Paris Fashion Week, featuring artistic and legendary fashion houses like Louis Vuitton, Schiaparelli, Saint Laurent, Balmain, Stella McCartney, Mugler, Vivienne Westwood, Balenciaga, to mention but a few, was live in the City of Love, Paris, France. And while we were all sat for the various Spring-Summer 2026 collections, we still had our spotlight set on some of our favorite celebrities that really just showed up and showed out in their gag-worthy fashions. So here are the top 10 best dressed celebrities at Paris Fashion Week 2025. Take a look. First up on our best dressed list, and starting off super strong, we have the fashion goddess diva Zendaya. And for Paris Fashion Week at the Louis Vuitton fashion show, she had on this silver metallic mini jacket dress by Louis Vuitton, and she was styled by the one and only image architect to the stars, Laurent. And I think that she looked so breathtaking, so gorgeous, so fashion in this look, and it just truly had me all the way gagged. I mean, the last time we did see Zendaya was at the Met Gala, and I just think that her showing up in this look like this for Fashion Week, she is here to remind us that she is truly the fashion girly, and honestly, the crown is hers. Now, first of all, I loved this jacket mini dress on her. If there's one thing we do know about the Zendaya, is that the look is going to be tailored to perfection, and we definitely see that in this look. I also was loving the metallic vibe just going on with this dress. I think it looked really good on her, and it definitely begs the question, what can't Zendaya pull off? I also was loving the detailing that we see on this dress. I mean, from the fur-like detailing that we see on the neckline and on the sleeves, to this sort of like knotted button detailing, to these large pockets that we see on the dress. This was one well-constructed look, and honestly, I can really appreciate that. Now, for styling, she has paired this outfit with a pair of silver pumps and of course, her diamond ring. I also just love this hair on her. I think it looked super elegant, super glamorous, and overall, I would say that Zendaya has just really set the tone for Fashion Week with this look. But then again, are we even really surprised? So yeah, this look, without a doubt, it has to be a hot for me. Next up on our list, we have the super cool, the fashionable FKA Twigs. And for Paris Fashion Week at the Schiaparelli fashion show, she had on this black cropped pattern velvet top and a pair of black leather pants by Schiaparelli, and she was styled by the super talented Billy Lobos. And my god, she was giving me everything and then some more of what I would expect from like Paris Fashion Week, and I just wouldn't expect anything less from the FKA Twigs, because she is just that girl when it comes to like fashion and Fashion Week. Now, first of all, I loved everything about this look on her. Even though this was an all-black look, it still just felt very visually interesting through its texture, and it just looked all the way intriguing to me. Now, I loved this jacket on her. I love that in as much as it was made with that velvet fabric, they have incorporated this almost croc-like pattern, and just the embroidery work that we see, just outlining that cutout detailing that we see on the top. It just made this look even more impressive. I also was loving the pairing of this top with the leather pants. I love the juxtaposition of the softness of the velvet and the hardness of the leather. I think that it just was intentional in the way it was put together, and I absolutely can appreciate that. Now, for styling, she has paired this look with a pair of black boots, the black leather belting movement, and statement jewelry from, of course, Schiaparelli. And honestly, this just felt very Fashion Week ready to me. Now, this hair on her was the main event for me. It just was super sculptural, exactly what this look needed, and I feel like it just brought this look together for me. Overall, this was a look that made you really stop and stare for Fashion Week, and of course, it has to be a hot for me. Up next on our list, we have the stunning, the gorgeous Charlize Theron. And for Paris Fashion Week at the Givenchy fashion show, she had on this white suit set by Givenchy, and she was styled by the incredible Leslie Fremar, and I really did enjoy this look on her. I mean, it just felt so easy. It felt super breezy, but it still was heavy on the fashion, and I loved it. I also just love how crisp this white was. I love the fabric that this look was made out of. And I also just love that this had a more relaxed fit to it. I think they were going for that very effortless type vibe with this look. And I think that they ultimately achieved that with this look for sure. Now, the main event of this look has to be this diamond chainmail arrangement that we see just going on inside the jacket. I think that in itself just really spiced up this look, and it just gave this look that much needed oomph. I also was really loving the styling of the look, just with the sandal heels, the sunglasses, the matching earrings. It just looked really put together, really fashion, and I really can appreciate that. Overall, I would say that Charlize really said, I am going to come slay Paris Fashion Week with such an ease, and I think she did exactly just that with this look. So yeah, this look by Charlize, it has to be a hot for me. Next up on our list, we have the super cutesy thigh superstar La Lisa. And for Paris Fashion Week at the Louis Vuitton fashion show, she had on this multicolored wool jacket, a pair of wool shorts, and a yellow wool bralette top by Louis Vuitton. And she was styled by the super talented Theron Pompoon, and she was a vision in this look, and I just think that she delivered with this look for Fashion Week. Now, the first thing that really just catches my attention about this look has to be the different colors that we see just paired together. I think that she looked so vibrant in these colors. They really were complementary of each other. And what better place to really just go wild with the colors than Fashion Week? I also was loving the fabric that was used in the making of this look. I mean, wool is something that will always feel so timeless, so cozy, and I feel like she just embodied that essence with this look for Fashion Week. I mean, the texture of this look was beautiful, the pattern of the weaving that we see was really stunning, and just the way this look was styled, just with that heels, the belts, the accessories, it just looked really cutesy, really chic, and I really can appreciate that. Overall, I would say that Lisa gave beautiful visuals with a burst of colors with this look, and so this look, it has to be a hot for me. Up next on our list, we have the Black Barbie herself, Teyana Taylor. And for Paris Fashion Week at the Saint Laurent fashion show, she had on this green trench jacket and an inner turtleneck purple top by Saint Laurent. And this one might be the only look from the Saint Laurent guest that I actually did enjoy. And I think it's because of the way she has ultimately just put this look together. Now, first of all, I loved the colors at play here. I just think that the green and the purple, it just felt so complementary. And the blue that we see on the gloves, it just brought in another layer of color pop to this look. And I think it just works together for me. Now, I loved this jacket on her. And I just love that even though it had an oversized fit, just the way she has cinched in her waist with that belt, it just made the silhouette of this look even more flattering. I also was loving the styling of this look, just with the mesh stockings, the pumps, the glasses, the earrings. There was something very high fashion, very badass about this look, and I feel like she was selling that fantasy to me, and guess what? I was buying every single piece of that. Now, I loved this hair on her. It just felt very abstract, but at the same time, it felt like it belonged with this look. And overall, I would say that this look was definitely one fashion experiment that definitely paid off in the end. So yeah, this look by Teyana, it has to be a hot for me. Next up on our list, we have the reality TV star and businesswoman Kylie Jenner. And for Paris Fashion Week at the Schiaparelli fashion show, she had on this silver shimmering asymmetric long dress by Schiaparelli, and she was styled by the Grand Quist duo. And I think that she looked so sexy and sophisticated in this look. And I mean, this was a Schiaparelli creation, so I'm really not surprised. Now, first of all, I love me a diva that knows what works for her and still managed to keep things very interesting while still sticking to the brief. I mean, Kylie is all about the body yoddy yoddy. It's all about the sexiness. It's all about the sultriness. And while we see that in this look, there was still that element of refinement and elevation that still kept things very visually interesting. I mean, the dress fits like it was supposed to, because one thing we do know about Kylie is that she does not play when it comes to like the fit of her looks, and we definitely kind of see that in this look. I also just think that this dress has some pretty cool detailing that really just set this look apart for me. Now, I loved the silver color on her. I think there was something very attention grabbing about it, and you want to grab all the attention for Paris Fashion Week. I also was loving this fringy detailing that we see, as well as the asymmetric cuts that we see at the ends of the dress, also accented by that fringy detailing. It just kept things very dynamic, very visually appealing, and I loved it. Now, for styling, she has paired this look with a pair of silver heels, a clutch purse, and diamond accent jewelries, and it all just comes together pretty nicely. I would say that Kylie looked so ravishing for Paris Fashion Week in this look, so this look, it has to be a hot for me. Up next on our list, we have the beautiful Brazilian singer Anitta, and for Paris Fashion Week at the Balmain fashion show, she had on this black leather long dress by Balmain, and she looked really badass in this dress, and I absolutely loved it. Now, one thing that Balmain does really well is the manipulation of like fabric textures like leather, and I just feel like just the way they've reshaped this fabric to give off that very textured look, it really was a testament to their insane craftsmanship, and I really can appreciate that. Now, I love the fit of this dress. I love the way it was just hugging every curve and swerve of her body. I think that in itself was beautiful. I also was loving the gathering details that we see on the dress. I love the way it nips in at the waist. And I also just love the way we start to get a more ruching-like detailing when we get to the ends of the dress. It just seemed so beautifully constructed, and I really loved it. I also was loving the way she has styled up the look. I love the gold accents that we see just paired with the look. I love this wet hair moment on her. And overall, I just love the way this look just ultimately came together. This look in itself just felt very intentional, very grungy. And so it has to be a hot for me. Next up on our list, we have the stunning wrap dress I Spice. And for Paris Fashion Week at the Messica event, she had on this pink striped corset top and a matching midi skirt by Eric Charlotte, and she was styled by the super talented Timothy Look, and I loved this look on her. I mean, this was giving me very grown woman, very classy yet sultry, and I think that this was such a huge step up from that bodycon dress that she had on for Milan Fashion Week. I mean, I loved this look on her. This shade of pink, it just felt so soft, so dainty, and I loved it. I also was loving the construction of this look. I mean, from the structure that we see on that corset top and how we just had that extra hip detailing, it just felt super structural and well constructed, and I absolutely can appreciate that. Now, for styling, she has paired this look with a pair of pink bejeweled heels, a pink bejeweled bag, and diamond accent jewelries, and it all just looked really expensive to me. Now, I love this hair on her and just the way it was styled. I just need more looks like this from I Spice because she looked really good. Overall, yes, and yes to this outfit. And so this look, it has to be a hot for me. Up next on our list, I call him the fashion assassin. We have the super sexy Colman Domingo. And for Paris Fashion Week at the Valentino fashion show, he had on this cream and brown pattern trench jacket, a pair of black wide leg pants, and an horizontal striped inner top by Valentino, and he was styled by the incredible duo Women and Micah. And this is how you have fun with print and patterns and not look crazy for Fashion Week. I mean, if I was going to bet my money on any man to really just kill it for Fashion Week, it definitely was going to be the Colman Domingo, and surely he did not disappoint. Now, more than anything, I was just loving how all the pieces just came together. I love the styling of that trench jacket with the inner top. There was something very unexpected about the way he has just mixed up the patterns, but I think that he was pulling this all the way off. I also was loving the pairing of that with the black pants. It just gave us a break from the patterns, and the fact that he has gone ahead to just style this look with that leopard printed boots, it just really added another layer of oomph to this look. Now, the fit of the look was great, the structure of the jacket was really beautiful, and overall, I just think that Colman really just came prepared to slay Paris Fashion Week in his fineries. So yeah, this look by Colman, it has to be a hot for me. Finally, on our best dress list, we have the Duchess of Sussex, Meghan Markle. And for Paris Fashion Week at the Balenciaga fashion show, she had on this white two-piece look and a matching draped cape by Balenciaga. And I just really couldn't close off this list without talking about this look because it just was that good. I mean, she was giving me very grand Dame Diva in this look, very royal, very majestic, and I think that she was exuding the most confidence in this look. Now, I loved this look on her. I love how crisp it just felt, and I just love how effortless and relaxed it just felt. But at the same time, the construction of this look, it just felt so beautiful and so put together. I mean, she did not have to do too much in this look, but guess what? She did just enough and I enjoyed it. I also just love this hair on her, and I just love the overall styling of this look. Overall, you could say that she did exactly what needed to be done with this look. She showed up and showed out for the function, and so this look, it has to be a hot for me. Alright guys, we have come to the ending of today's video. In today's video, I share with you guys my top 10 best dressed celebrities at Paris Fashion Week 2025. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a big fat thumbs up. It helps me a lot. And yeah, I definitely will be catching you guys in the next video where I share with you guys my top 10 worst dressed celebrities at Paris Fashion Week 2025. Trust me, it's going to be so fiery, so fierce. You do not want to miss that one. But yeah, I'll surely be catching you guys in the next video. But for now, it is bye for now. Au revoir.